Hi, DelusionDispeller. I'm not going to recap on this video. Watch my other videos first before you watch this one, the conclusion. I'm just going to carry on from where I left off. So this supervisor, Miss D, would often follow the workers, the event people, around, picking at every little thing that they did during the demo. She would stare over your shoulder. She would watch you and glare at you. She would make faces at you and then would whisper things in your ear while the customers are standing right there. Sometimes she would take you aside and berate you and scold you while the customers were standing in line waiting for you to hand them the food items because they were not allowed to touch anything. See, when you put those little cups out, they're not supposed to pick them up themselves. You're supposed to do it for them, and you're supposed to tell them that, let me get it for you, please. And you can't do that very well when your boss has you cornered against a pole with a line of people there waiting for your demo item, and you're sitting there humiliated or standing there humiliated while she's berating you and telling you all these things you did wrong and shaming you in front of customers. It's terrible. Then you have to go back and do your demo and act like nothing just happened. It was awful. She would try to sometimes talk to me while customers were asking me questions. She'd be interrupting me, and I wouldn't be able to answer their question. And how do you handle that? Somebody says, oh, can I get this item in the frozen area? And you're saying, well, it's like about 3, and then you got your boss in there saying, Miss Laura, straighten your shirt, move your thing closer to the customer, and you're trying to talk to this customer while she's doing this. I hate when bosses do that, and they should not be allowed to do that. It makes the person that's the new worker very, very nervous, and we don't know what to do, and we feel put on the spot, and then we have to put a smile on our face and pretend that everything's going okay and that this lady is not standing here talking in our ears. Or sometimes, get this, while the customers are reaching for the food item, Miss D, the supervisor, is reaching for food from my tray. Okay, that's a huge no-no at this company. The workers and the supervisor are not to eat off of the trays that the customers eat on. It's just not appropriate. We take our food from back in the back where the customers don't see it because it's unhygienic. Nobody wants you who are, handing out food and whatever to be putting the food to your mouth and then touching their food. That's just disgusting. But oh no, the supervisors could do it. So here she is grabbing little cups off of my tray while the customers are trying to ask me questions and get food for themselves. It's totally unethical and not right. So then she would tell me, oh, just keep a couple items out for demos so that you avoid people contaminating the food. But then she would complain that I didn't hand out enough demo items. And when you would confront her and say, well, you told me not to put a lot out, she'd say, just this many. So then you'd have just that many out, and she'd come by and say, nope, you need more. Why did you only put that many out? Well, you told me to. I don't care. Now you need to put more out. And I'm like, I'm darned if I do and darned if I don't. She'd often tell me to do one thing, and then when I do it, she would claim she never said that. I never told you to do that. Like a gaslighting thing. Very annoying and hard to work with. There were a lot of mixed messages while working for Miss D, and I could never be really sure what she wanted of me because her rules and her plans would change throughout the day. I don't mean every day that it would be different. I mean throughout the day. So if she told you, I want you to demo chicken wings, you have chicken wings all set up, and she would come out, what are you doing with the wings? Well, you told me to demo. I did not. I need you to go and demo tacos, mini tacos. Debbie has the wings today. I'm like, well, what do? You can't stand there and argue with your supervisor. She's the boss, Okay, so she would tell me to set my cart in a certain spot, and then she would change her mind and have me pack up and move. Now, if you got an oven set up and you have all of your utensils and everything set up, and you have to move that whole paraphernalia, that's a lot of work and very frustrating, and it really hampers your ability to hand out the samples and get sales. So there was no consistency on this job whatsoever. It ended up where a bunch of us got together. We had a meeting to talk about making some formal complaints to headquarters, which we did, and happily, after many, many months, I think almost a whole year, she got fired. So just telling you that I had some pretty bad experiences with supervisors. There were other situations too. One that I can remember, a guy supervisor, when I worked for Brian's restaurant. would not let me go to a church function even after the other supervisor approved of it. And what his response was, when you are here, we own you. You do not get to go and be with family. I don't care what the circumstance is. When you're at work, you're at work. We pay you to work, and we don't pay you to go home early. Now, the sad thing is there was a lady there that had a daughter with cerebral palsy, and she had some type of a health attack where she, I guess, had a seizure or went into a coma or something. She asked his boss if she could go home early, and he told her no, and she quit because she said, that's my daughter. He said, I don't care what your circumstances. I don't care if your daughter's dying. When you're at this workplace, we own you, and you are ours, and you're going to do as we say. Needless to say, that boss didn't last long either, and I found him at a totally different food establishment a long time afterwards. He acted like we were just the best of friends. Go figure. A lot of narcissism in the higher-up positions of supervisor, manager, etc. Keep that in mind, because if you haven't come across any, you will. Anyway, that concludes my story of the narcissistic / borderline, maybe both boss. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'll figure out something else I want to talk about. I think the next videos are going to be on borderline personality disorder, and they will feature my 13-year-old and I acting out some scenarios. So, thanks for watching. As always, if you're in a dangerous position, please talk to a safe person. Get out of it if it is safe to do so. Do not keep the family secrets or other secrets, because it is often things that stay secret and hidden that are the most dangerous. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your phone calls. It has been a blessing so far to bring all these videos to you, and I'm so glad you're healthy. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye.